Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people all over the beautiful world. Welcome to another episode of some good old city skylines. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody's doing? I hope everybody's okay wherever you are. Of course, it's another episode of some good old city skylines with the immaculate tortoise. Wow, Chipper loaded up pretty quick, didn't he? Most of the time when we play this, Chipper takes forever, guys. He takes forever, but this time he's in a good mood. He's had his bird food, so he's loaded up quite quick. So we are happy, and he's happy. So let's get into it. Yes, I wanted to build something over here. Let's build something over here right quick. We're not gonna do too much talking, guys, because we do too much talking in this game, and by the time it comes to it, we haven't really done anything. So we want to build something this time. We build some properties. It's like some properties around. Tell you what, I was gonna build a harbor here, but we'll get rid of this harbor right quick. Delete that, guys. I'm looking at some research regarding just roads. Roads from a long time. And I've come across something quite interesting. It says apparently the first ever roads or trails, or actually the first, like that just gave it away. The first ever structure that represented a road was created by an animal, which were animal trails. Animals would walk up and down these trails, which eventually would become roads. So the evolution of roads are from animal trails, not humans. So we stole the idea of roads from animals. It's quite interesting, but this has not been universally accepted yet. So this is what I read on the internet on Wikipedia, some good old Wikipedia. But yes, it's just interesting to know that um you know from animal trails to just digital trails online, where you can just draw like a like a what like what can we say? Draw like don't even know what to say really. You can just draw them on a imaginary screen. You have a road then and there, right? To from animal trails. So it's quite an evolutionary pathway. What I'm trying to say. It's interesting. Can I make a little section here or just leave it out? No, that just looks too. It looks too quirky. It does not look natural, dude. Get rid of that. I want to make this as natural as possible, not with the quirkiness. We want this to be that good old natural, that old school natural sense. The quirkiness that we usually get from city skylines. Suppose we can build a little district over here. So yeah, we are just gonna keep this very simple, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to where you are. It is the Immaculate Tortoise. Before I can go any further, I need to ask you a very important question. Can you hit that subscribe button and help us grow the channel? Your support is very much appreciated and wanted on this channel. With that said and done, of course, that's the most important part of the game itself, is to ask people to subscribe. So if you're watching up to this point, hit that subscribe button and help us grow this channel. It is early in the morning, guys. I'm still waking up. Get up at 6 every day, guys. 6 in the morning I am up and I get going. So the first thing I do is play some good old City Skylines. Now I'm lying, guys. I do vlogs. I play City Skylines about an hour later on. But I'm still waking up, so bear with us, man. Bear with us. Mind is still waking up. Then I've got work. Guys, I'm a delivery driver. I deliver groceries. So if you order some, I don't know, some groceries wherever you are, might be me knocking at the door right next time. So yeah, hello, nice to meet you. I'm here to bring you your groceries. Ladies and gentlemen, that's me. Okay, so this is what we're gonna build here. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Help us grow this channel. So this time, it's even an uneven road, so that's okay. Even uneven, it's not flat, so that's realistic. We don't want the quirkiness, just the goofiness that comes with this. We want to be like a bird in a gilded cage. We want to be a glutton of hard work. We want to be the apple of those when you go on YouTube and you just see those amazing aesthetic, just well thought of ideas. We want to be like that, guys. We want to be the poet of city skylines, but You have to think about these things, right? Just don't have goofiness. We're gonna build a little section here later on, but we will run a highway through this, all the way to the end. 80, one. There we go. We hit the nail on the head right there. That was perfect. So we'll leave that road there for now. So whenever they emerge, they come off here, they go this direction, or they go through the town, go this way. I suppose we can connect it this way, right? Go. Let's go. Go. Let's go. Boom. There we go. Nicely done. Can't complain then, right? That's nicely done. So far, so good. We've done nothing. But that's okay. Done nothing. Should we develop this a little bit further? Develop this a little bit further. No, I'm more interested over here. So we're gonna develop a little community over here, guys. Let's just select the good old, that two-lane road that you start off with. If you're playing this on the if you're playing City Skylines with the proper way, with the settings, the way the game is originally intended to be played, you start off with this road here. I know everybody knows about this this road right here. This what can we say? This notorious road over here that you have no choice but to start off with and build your community with. And yeah, it can be, if you don't plan right, you can't really plan in that game. I guess you can, but still, those of us just want to play the game and just don't have to worry about, just money. We just build whatever, and it becomes very goofy. You don't really think about what you're doing. It just loses the plot. It's not aesthetically appealing. So it does, in the end, the city just looks all over the place. So you want to think about what you're doing. I'm trying to maintain the aesthetic look. I like the idea of communities spaced apart, and the only way to get from one side is quite a long journey, a highway journey. The highway links them, which I like. At first I was a bit put off by this, but I like it. It works. It's a good cup of tea. It's a good cup of tea, as I like to say. That's my cup of tea, as I like to say. Okay. We're maintaining that grid-like appearance. No more. A grid appearance is cool. And of course, everybody has their own supply of electricity, which are these solar panels. As you emerge off the highway. On the time constraint here, we don't have time for this. Okay, we'll put you there for now. And we'll connect the grid here. By us. Okay. Connect you there. 10 minutes in. Let's see. Over there. And guys, right now I'm in just automatic mode. So if I go quiet, you're gonna have to bear with me. I need to turn off automatic mode and start thinking. But yes, guys, it's early in the morning, so the mind is still waking up. We've not even had our breakfast. First thing we do is play City Skyline. What kind of person does that, right? Of course, we've cleaned ourselves, but love this game not much. Play it every single day. Before I used to play this every day, but then I just got back. Time constraints, ladies and gentlemen. Time constraints. You got to be wary about the time. Of course, we want some low-rise commercials over there. We have our little district over here. And of course, for them to come off, they have to go out here. They have to travel back and forth. Of course, got to give them a bus line of some sort. Beginning, which is the way in. Okay. No, cool. I want them to travel there. Cool. Over there. Cool. Over there. Stop somewhere there. Of course, we want to travel to the town, which is over here. Suppose I could stop right here. Sorry, the train station. Let's see how that works out. Because the reason why I don't want them all to drive the same direction, because it just becomes crowded with many buses. So they have a bus line, so they can't complain now. Cool. Now we have the unload sections over here, little section over there. Of course, now we're gonna have to build some form of industry. I think I can build some industry over here. Okay, so not so bad. Guys, I can say for the first time my city not looking too bad, you know. They're not looking too goofy. They look realistic. I have this issue regarding thieves. This little section. So I'll give them police station. What do you mean? Switch. Okay. What do you want us to do? We suggest we do. Not here. How we control this? Okay, we got that waste. They called active sludge processing. Is this the one we got here? Another one. You what? We build this in the industrial zone. It's occupied. Okay. Yeah. Another one over there. We have connected you. Let's see. Boom. Okay, that should deal with that issue there. Okay, no more feces in the water supply. So that should deal with that issue there. They should all disappear in a second now. Boom, that's perfect. Sorry about that. Now we got the issue of robberies and garbage. Let's see. The police station over here. Now we got the garbage issue. Okay, we are being a bit warmed here. This little small one over here. Over here. I should deal with that. So what they got? It's 3. Issue is if you have so many in one location, it becomes problematic. So we'll put some over here. Let's see. It becomes real problematic. So we'll put them over here. Put one over here to deal with this little zone over there. And then we'll put them over there to deal with this little zone over there. You don't want to have them all in one location because it just becomes an issue. Last thing I want is unless it does not have a distraction radius. So this can be problematic after a while. So you got to make sure that you are on top of this. Let's see what else we got. Now, yeah, so far so good, right? So far so good. Can't complain. Next section would be what? Want to paint a rosy picture, guys. Not looking bad, is it? Want to be in the fast lane. Paint a rosy picture. Get one's feet wet. Have one's ear to the ground. This is what I mean. Look how they build up there. And that's not what we want. But they need some parks and leisures and all these things to make them more human-like. Not just concrete and roads and concrete. You want to break up the patterns. So give them something, some form of leisure place that they can go enjoy. City Hall. 14 minutes in. Well, what we got? A car park. Give them a car park. Yeah, I don't mind giving them a car park. As a matter of fact, give them a car park. Big giant car park. Guys, time flies by when you're having fun. I can't believe it's almost time to stop playing. 20 minutes every single day. How many does flying by when you're having fun? To be honest, this has been fun. I've kept it very calm and cool. Normally I'm overhyped. I've kept this calm and cool. So I was looking at roads, I'm looking at road design because I want these to be as real as possible. And it turns out that the first ever roads to be made are not even man-made. They're animal trails, and we just stole the animal trails and went along with it. Today we have these. Look at that. Doesn't look bad, does it? It looks like actual little small city, little small town or something, but with different boroughs or whatever you want to call them in different locations, but they're good. They're nicely spaced out. It looks like your typical desert town, like one of those Americanized desert towns. So I'm happy about that. I'm gonna build a little industrial zone over here next time. I've got this little section over here, this little section over there. I'm gonna build something over here, so they're quite spaced apart. I know we can go somewhere. We can really go somewhere with this. What can we buy? Over here, I suppose we can build a bridge from there to there. Yes, and go further. Okay, maybe we can unlock more tiles. Who knows? But that's okay so far. Might even introduce trees of some sort. These are desert trees, so you gotta make sure you understand the climate. Of course, this is a tropical climate, so gotta get this stuff right. Got to get this stuff right. Let's see. Get this stuff right. Got to hit the nail on the head with this. It's a tough nut to crack, but you got to hit the nail on the head with this. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, that's said and done. Yes. Hope you have an amazing day. Hit the subscribe button. Enjoy doing this. I'm really enjoying this. Really enjoying the whole vlogger gamer lifestyle. So much it's fun. It's like trying to figure out a jigsaw puzzle. You know what? Let's see what we got here. Any unique buildings, as they want to call them? Yes, we're gonna just right off the bat. Okay, because I want everything to begin to. Tell you, I'll put it over here. No, put it right here. I want everything to begin to update. This here, right? This updates everything immediately. It's one of those objects that you are supposed to unlock, but because of mods, we skip all that. And the buildings begin to update themselves, and it just gets better and better and better quality, right? So that's what we want immediately. We want happy citizens. We want birds in a gilded cage. We want gluttons of hard work. We want to pour oil into troubled waters. We want ostriches. We want all sorts here. We want all sorts. Let's see. One more can we do? Typical suburban neighborhood. So we can build this further on. Who knows? We'll see. This is the industry that I have so far. I'm gonna have to improve on that. This is what happens when you have all of your eggs to a basket, right? This is what happens. I have to push the envelope here and build a little bit more here. Scared to get my feet wet though. I don't want to destroy the aesthetics of the city. Do you see what I mean when I say it can be problematic? We can fix this immediately. So do you see how this is holding up everything? Let's fix this immediately. Let's fix this immediately. I'm a bus lane, so we'll change that into a bus lane. Oh, I don't want them being held up by buses or silly buses. I want them being held up by buses. With that said, guys, have an amazing day. You're going through troubled times. I'm a very spiritual guy. I always encourage people to pray. It's important that you are praying. Prayer will help you find substance. It will help you heal. It will connect you to God. But pray if you're going through difficult times, guys. Prayer is very important. Have an amazing day. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Peace out.